This is Shamrandi from Providence Life Design, and this video is about staying in line with the conversations that we've been having about getting everybody on board with the design plans that you have in your home, okay? And one of the people that you have to get on board more than anyone else is you. This video is for the hoarders. You know, hoarding is like, in my opinion, I think hoarding is like addiction-based, okay? It's addiction-based, so there was some kind of lack at one point, whether it's a lack of an affection or a lack of an attention of something along those lines that causes us to just like have way more that we absolutely need. Okay. Okay. I have to fix the lighting. So, this tip is going to keep your house in order. This tip also affects like what it is that you choose to put in your home, right? People have extra cabinets because they want to prepare for all of the storage that they need to have. Storage for what? Okay? You need to always think about how many people live in your home, how many people do you service at one time, whether it's dinner, you know, what quantity of place settings, how many sets of dinnerware do you have, right? That within itself can be an addiction. Having too much dinnerware and ceramicware and porcelain and china and all of this. Like, this is why some of us, our kitchens cannot be fabulous. Our kitchens can totally look like an entertaining space if we would just cut down the amount of overhead cabinetry that we have. You don't need that many cabinets, guys. You really, really don't. You don't need that many cabinets. So, what I recommend is that you try to find a comfortable number of dinnerware or get yourself a large enough set to accommodate your family, okay? Now, people that are like in the culinary business and cooks and, you know, people who have to like do these impromptu, they have to do these like impromptu dinners and settings, all these people and all of this other kind of stuff. They just really believe in like having like white porcelain, just white. And you use it year round. You just stage your table accordingly, or you change out your chargers if that's what you're looking to do. You know, these tips are just kind of like help you kind of like figure out, do I need all the stuff that I have, right? That's your dinnerware. Okay, for personal items, if you store your personal items in cabinets, in a closet, a walk-in closet, drawers, whatever it is under the bed, you know, you want to find a way to contain it. So whatever that single item is that you find yourself constantly buying, as women, like there's certain things that we're constantly buying, right? We're constantly buying nail polish. We're constantly buying like, I don't know, you know, the trinkets that women, we like to have. You're supposed to be periodically purging through whatever it is that you have for jewelry, keeping it organized. Because when you keep it organized, then you can see what you use regularly and what you don't. If you have a pair of earrings and you haven't worn it in like 5 years, like you just have it. You just constantly, it's just adding to the dust. And get rid of it. You know, you want to make sure that it's something that you're using, that you use it at least once a year. You know, if you have a very vast wardrobe, as some women do, especially the influencers and things like that. This is why they do those giveaways, right? Because they got to clear their stuff out. How can you receive more if you're like, blocking everything else from coming in, So you got to pay attention to hoarding, and you have to admit to yourself if you are, and you have to find a way for your bounty to be a blessing to somebody else. I made a mention in one of my videos about, shopping consignment. And I think it's a great idea, especially if it is like colorful things that you're just going to temporarily use, or it's seasonal, or I just need a great dress to do this, or whatever the case may be. I think it's great to shop consignment, because there is not going to be an attachment to something that is so temporary in your life because it costs you so much. Like, why spend $500 on a dress that you're not going to wear more than once? No. Then maybe if you're somebody who is like really, really transient, you go to tons of events, you're constantly being photographed, then you probably want to like participate in some kind of box or mail order, or some kind of program like that, where you could just constantly have your wardrobe, rotating in and rotating out. Okay, but definitely purge regularly. Okay, when you see the socks start getting raggedy, toss it out. When you see the dinnerware starts getting raggedy, toss it out. Maybe you don't buy such expensive dinnerware, right? Your coffee mugs. Don't have a mishmash of every coffee mug that you've been gifted in the last 10 years in your cabinet. Why? Go through the 20, decide on 4 that you truly love, and keep those and get rid of the rest. When you are trying to pare down, there's different names for these recommendations and suggestions. I didn't know that there was all this fruitful law stuff out in the organization world until somebody that I follow regularly, she ended up doing a video about it. I was just like, oh my God, they got all of these like names for these things. But the basic rule is if you bring 1 in, take 2 out. Okay? Make sure that something is utilitarian. So it's either it serves you, or it's just so beautiful and you don't want to live without its beauty, or it makes you feel wonderful. Okay? It has to serve a strong purpose. It just can't be taking up real estate, because if your home was a retail store, you will always be operating in the red and deficit, because it costs money to house things and to store things. It costs you time to get yourself ready in the morning, because you're weeding through all this crap that you don't need or want. It's not serving you. So let's get what serves us. Okay? That's friends. That's shoes. That's pocketbooks. That's toys. The kids stop breaking up. I know half of them Christmas toys is like in the garbage. People aren't buying your children quality, necessarily quality items. It might be the cheapest item. Those things don't keep it together. My 2.5-year-old, he could break you. Much less break a little plastic truck. Okay? I've had to throw out tons of toys already. Once I see it starts becoming piecemeal, and I see the bits and pieces all over my house, and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm sweeping up to keep a piece of something that I don't know what it attaches to. Trash. Come on. Fling it away. You have some, whatever. Your pot spoons are looking raggedy, throw the whole set away and get a new set. And that's what's going to keep the aesthetic in your space, conducive to the look that you're trying to keep together with, okay? When you go and you stage your kitchen after you went and got a brand new remodel, there's quite a few things that you're going to need to get that's new, okay? Quite a few things. It may even be new pots. And if you have that ugly pot, but it cooks a sweet food, okay, tuck it away. Have its own little space in the cabinet, right? But go through the other things and see what you don't use, and you don't use it regularly, and get rid of them. Donate them, give it to somebody, maybe somebody at your church. There might be a young mother there, and she may need things, or people need things. Not everybody's wealthy and highfalutin, and they're, paying out retainers to designers. Some people, they just need things, right? So donate. All right, guys. Have a blessed one. This is Shamrondi from Providence Life Design. I love you so much. I hope my videos are helpful. Bye-bye.